guest tonight. My first guest tonight is a big-time movie star. He's starring in the new film The Woman in Black, which is in theatres on Friday. Take a look at this. I think we have to take a commercial break. Please welcome Daniel Radcliffe, everybody. Daniel Radcliffe. Oh, Daniel.
Hello, sir.
Hey. Keep it down. Keep it down.
Thank you very much.
Or 10 points off Gryffindor.
There you go.
How are you? This looks terrifying.
It is actually very scary. Yeah,
Yes.
you know, it's a scary movie. It's very, very frightening. People are jumping up and down. It's great when you go to the. I'm about to go to a screening of it, and I'm just going to pick the frailest-looking child and watch them freak for the hour.
Wait. You can't have frail children.
No, they're not young children, but you know, around 13, 14, they can get pretty freaked out, and it's.
Is it a PG-13?
Amazingly enough, wow. It is. Yeah, I mean, it's a 12A in England, which means if you're under 12, you can go with
take alcohol.
Exactly. Yeah. And, you know, I think 12 is kind of the limit. If your kid's under 12, then don't.
Then don't.
Just don't, because you're setting yourself up for a few horrible nights.
Well, that happens when your kids are under 12 anyway. I have 2 kids under 12. I had a pretty bad night last night.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What's the night going to be like?
Well, I don't know. They're very inconsistent children.
Yeah. It is like having a tiny drunk friend around.
Yeah, really is.
Yeah.
I feel like it's true. They're so unreasonable.
Yes. And there's also...
You don't have any children yet, do you?
No, not yet.
Do you plan on having how many?
I'd like a small army of children.
Yeah. I think that's the way to go. And have them young.
Yeah, I want to.
See, I made the mistake. I had my children, you know, when I'm older, and now when they want to do things, I'm like... Have them now. Now you're young and crazy.
Not quite now, but in a few years' time.
No, now, Daniel.
Okay.
Now. Have them now.
I'll try. Anybody fancy it?
No!
Thank you.
I warned you! Now, this is quite interesting. I'm very happy to meet. I feel like I've watched you grow up. I'm sure everyone must say that to you all the time.
I think,
of course,
yeah, it's a very, it's weird because I don't feel like I've grown up on film. People always say, have you grown up on film? And it's like, I don't feel that way because all the private moments of adolescence and all that stuff.
Oh, hello.
You know, they're both the scandalous ones and the not so interesting ones, but all those moments of growing up.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So angry.
No, I know. I am. I'm very angry. I don't know why.
But I have no idea what I was talking about.
No, it's all right.
Fine.
This is the first big film since the Harry Potter.
Since finishing, yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it's my first movie since finishing the films, and yeah, it's kind of I've never really been like nervous about a film coming out before because Potter's got such a huge.
Yeah, it's not like I wonder how it's going to do.
No, exactly. It was kind of a matter of how big it was going to be, and with this, it's interesting. It's a lot of fun though, and I'm running around meeting people. I get to come here. I think this is like.
This is not a sign that your career's doing well when you're here.
Really? Oh.
No, this is like, well.
Oh. I've just got into the bargain.
No. Well, sort of. Yeah, you're kind of the $2 bin.
Right.
Nice. It's all right. It's all right. Are you having a nice time in Los Angeles?
I am. It's like I think we worked out today. It's I think the 13th day I've spent here in my entire life.
Really?
I've spent almost no time here at all.
Well, you should spend more time. I'm sure there's plenty of people that'd be happy to show you around.
Oh well.
Oh, maybe some crazy girls could show you around.
That is the way to see a city.
What, with crazy girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Where have you must have gone to some exciting places during the Potter years. Where's your favourite place?
Well, the maddest place was Tokyo.
Tokyo, really? I've never been to Tokyo.
It's great. You'd be like Godzilla.
I'd be like, oh, you're building your side. Yeah, great for me.
No, yeah, it would.
Yeah.
But they're an amazing people who just embrace. They don't just like, certain sections of society get into stuff, over here and in England, but it's like they embrace something as a nation. They all just love it. So when I arrived at the airport. And I was 13, and there were 5,000 people waiting in the arrivals lounge.
I'm surprised you're not more. You know, shouldn't you be crazier?
That is always what people say after I tell that story.
Yeah, I mean, really. I mean, all of that attention on such a young man.
I don't know. I mean, you know, I've always had the ability to laugh at it and see that it's not real and it's just funny. Like it's you know, because it's not. I mean, you know, it's not about me. It's particularly at that very early stage. Right. It wasn't about me. It was whoever played that.
It's about you now, though, in the horror movie, when you're taking the wallpaper off and then ghosts bag it. You know what I mean?
No, it is. Yeah, I mean, there is like there's a 20-minute section of this film where it's just me walking around the house alone. There's no one else, and it's
really?
Yeah, and it's,
you wear pants?
Yeah. No, it's not shame.
Have you seen that?
No, not yet. I've heard about it.
Oh man, that guy has vast, but he's such a tiny penis. Oh.
I don't know why I doubt that, but I doubt that.
I saw it and I went, okay, I guess, yeah. Would you ever do nudity? Don't shut up,
dude, I have.
Oh yeah, I have. You did on stage?
Yeah. It was a 10-minute nude scene.
Right, with, I forgot I have that on tape.
Yeah. It's you know, it was. I was 17 when I did that first, so you don't want people to know about that.
No. Really? Is that legal? Can you do that?
Well, it was in England. When I did it in England,
right.
You know, the age of consent is 16.
So you can be naked on stage at 17 in England?
If you're stupid enough, yeah.
These people are heathens.
I know.
We have to take a commercial break. It's something you'll get used to in America.
Okay. There is a lot of them. It's not the BBC, is it?
No. I mean, yeah. No. It's CBS. It's the Tiffany network.
I'm not sure I entirely get that.
The network was named after a stripper called Tiffany.
But it's called CBS.
Yeah, 10 points off Griffin.
I'm spoken for.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't hitting on him.
That was a great moment.
Yeah, you come back and go, I was spoken for, and I'm like, no, I wasn't hitting on him. I was hitting on him.
Yeah, it was.
No, I wasn't. We were just talking about stuff. None of your business, all right? Anyway, so...
Don't have to hear everything.
Yep. Actually, they do.
Oh, okay. Is that what they can?
So, we're out of time.
What?
Yeah. What happens is, when we come back for the second bit, I say we're out of time because it takes me so long to wrap the up that we might as well get started with the out of time thing now, because it's going to take a while.
Good.
We're out of time.
Good.
So here's your options for wrapping this thing up.
Okay.
You can either take an awkward pause. Right. You can do a mouth organ.
Oh, okay. Go on.
Or you can go for the big cash prize.
I think I'll take the big cash prize.
Ooh, okay. What time is it, Shadow Stevens?
Time for the big cash prize.
All right, Daniel Radcliffe. Here's what we're gonna do. Don't touch the money until you've earned the money.
I wanted to see if it's real. I'm gonna check.
It's real. Look, it's real. Look, smell it. Yeah.
That smells like money.
Yes, it is. Now, 2 ways to win. It's $50 American in singles to use at any strip club in the United States.
Fabulous.
There
was a very nice one next to our theatre.
Which theatre?
The Al Hirschfeld when I was in New York.
What was the?
I have to say at this point, I've never been, but many of our ensemble was Private Eyes. Can't believe I'm just giving a shout out to a strip club. I didn't imagine I'd do that. Hey.
Your publicist will be pleased.
Delighted, yes.
Studio's going to be happy.
That studio CBS too, so they...
Is it CBS?
It's CBS Films.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that explains why you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. They must have just forced you into it.
No, dude, I've been wanting to come on this show for ages.
Don't ever call me dude.
Okay.
All right, so, it was great right until there, and then All right, so there's two ways to win, right? Two ways to win. You can either answer the question or you can guess what's in my box. It's a little more complicated. What happens is I imagine a box in my head. I don't know what's in the box. Only Jeff knows what's in the box.
Okay.
You then guess what's in the box. If you're right, Jeff will say, yes, you're right. And if you're wrong, then you pay a forfeit.
I kind of want to do both.
Right. We'll try and accommodate you for that.
Can we do that? And then
here's how we'll do it, yes.
I want the question, but I also like the idea of guessing what's in your head. Because I think that could be interesting.
Jeff, do we have any protocol for this?
No.
Oh,
It's good to see that Jeff does an Alan Rickman impression.
Yeah, he does do a very, he's clearly been waiting to do that. Since you get out here, I think. Is that true, Jeff?
Yes, I have, dude.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, okay, we'll do both.
Well, it's up to you, and you can cut
then
cut the unfunny one.
If we cut the unfunny in the show, there'd be no show. All right, here's how we do it. You're going to answer the question and guess what's in my box at the same time.
Okay.
All right. Here's the question. We'll begin with that.
All right.
Iceland is in the North Atlantic.
Yes, it is.
Its capital city is Reykjavik.
Yes.
What's in my box? I don't know what's in it. I'm just imagining it.
Okay, so you're imagining a box. I am now imagining a box as well. Can you tell me how big the box is? Because you can see the box.
All right, I can see the box. The box is about the size of a bread bin.
Okay. Now, there's a really obvious answer that's come into my head.
Is it?
Is it bread? Is there bread in your box?
Well, I can't tell you because I don't know. We'll have to ask Jeffrey Peterson, what is in my box?
We would have accepted Tiffany. Oh. But the answer is bread.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. My first guest tonight, delightful young man, a terrific movie star. His latest movie, What If, is in theaters now. Take a look at this. Daniel Radcliffe, everybody. Daniel Radcliffe. What's that?
Look at all your balls.
Yeah, hold on. Well, play your cards right. You might win some.
I get a ball.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, Daniel.
Hello.
Yeah, very nice to see you.
Very nice to see you.
I haven't seen you in a while. You've had your hair done.
I have.
It
Well,
looks
yes.
different. It's wispy.
Oh, good. In a good wispy way?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, like I'm just coming from like a stroll along some sort of windy beach.
Or maybe perhaps arrived by yacht.
Yes, yeah, let's go with that.
All right. Are you
did.
nautical in any way?
No. No, I'm not. I think I'd be the kind of person that would be terrible on a boat. I'd just be getting in the way. I'd, rig something wrong.
Oh, no. You'd be a very valuable member of the crew.
Oh, well, that's kind of you to say. Do you have a boat I can work on?
Yes, I do. Hey, I was down in Comic-Con some time ago, and you were there too, weren't you?
I was indeed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did you have I imagine it's a different experience for you than it is for me.
Well, I've never been before, and I've heard so much about it that I really wanted to go, and I wanted to get on the floor, so I did what loads of actors I think have done and put on a costume.
Yes.
I was Spider-Man this year, which is just...
For legal reasons, I don't think you were allowed to actually be Spider-Man.
Well, I don't know.
That's crossing the streams, man. Harry Potter and Spider-Man? That's like, what?
One massive franchise is not enough.
Well, I guess. You can get your own boat now.
Yeah.
So, did anyone recognize you?
No, not at all. I went around the whole time just taking pictures with people as Spider-Man because kids want pictures with Spider-Man, and just went around and.
So the Spider-Man on Hollywood Boulevard, is that you?
I don't want my cover to be blown
Right.
on national television.
You don't want what?
I don't want my cover to be blown.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay, man. Whatever. I mean, I thought that's why you get into show business, but. So what's the film looks good. That
Thank you.
dude
It's
you're acting with,
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
He's a really good
Yeah,
actor.
I've seen him in Girls.
Yes. He's in Star Wars as well. He's going to be in the new Star Wars movie.
Is he?
Yeah, he's gonna be. I
he's
don't know what
one
he's
of-
doing, but yeah.
Yeah. He's freakishly tall as well.
Well, I'm also freakishly short, so
Not
it's sort of
really,
neat.
yeah.
Not really. I mean, not freakishly short, but we do have kind of immediate. Like, it's just funny to even look at us. You didn't even need to roll a clip. You could have just had a still photo of it.
I wish I'd just run a still photograph during the monologue, to be honest. Hey, it looks like Toronto. Was it Toronto?
Toronto, yeah.
Toronto for Toronto or Toronto?
No, Toronto as Toronto.
Oh,
yeah.
that's unusual.
It is unusual.
Yeah.
because-
Usually it's Toronto as Westeros or something like that.
Yeah, or New York or somewhere. And I think, like, the people of Toronto, the Torontonians.
Torontolvanians?
Yes, the
Torontolvanians.
Torontets.
Yeah.
They seem to love the film and like are delighted by the fact that it actually shows Toronto as like a romantic, cool, fun city.
It's a romantic comedy?
It is a romantic comedy. Yeah.
Do you go ice skating in it?
We do not. No, but actually, you know what? Actually, you know that you know that montage that's in every romantic comedy. Where
Yeah,
the
yeah.
couple is getting to know each other, and they
Getting
go-
to know each
Yeah,
other.
exactly.
Things are working
Yeah,
out.
we're walking down, feeding ducks and stuff, and
Yeah.
then but in our movie is basically because they don't actually want to deal with those scenes, so they just put it in a montage. And our movie is like that montage expanded. It's just two people getting to know each other, sort of taking the piss out of each other.
So you feed the ducks
flirting.
over a long period of
Yeah,
time.
exactly. It's an hour and a half of me and Zoe Kazan throwing bread into a lake.
I think
see it.
it'll do very well on the festival circuit, I think.
So that's what I'm hoping.
That's good, yeah. Did you enjoy your time in Canada?
I did, yeah. I had a lot of poutine, which is like.
Oh, yes, no.
I'm walking into this now.
No, man. I thought it was something else. I remember now it's fries
It's
with
fries
gravy.
with gravy and cheese
I
curds
thought you
and
meant
bacon.
something else entirely.
I know.
Well, I'm sure you had plenty of that too. So
But yeah, so I did a lot of that and watched.
you can't do that. You'll get fat. You have to stay thin for
No, yeah,
acting.
yeah, but you don't have to be thin to act.
I beg to differ.
But,
Well,
I've
actually-
I'm just like using my, I'm 25, so I'm gonna like, as long as I've got this metabolism, I'll just keep using it.
Yeah,
until I
you'll
then
be
get
all
fat
right.
and
But
then
see,
I'll
what
work it
happens
out.
though is that you get to 30 and suddenly, so it's like you're a life raft and someone pulls the ripcord. You just,
Yeah.
you go. It's horrifying, man. I mean, and it just keeps happening. I walk by a donut, I gain 4 pounds.
I do think, yeah. I mean, I definitely I have a terrible diet, and I've always had like a pretty, not terrible, but just there's no variety. I'm essentially.
Well, you grew up pretty much on a movie set, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, it's always craft
I
services.
won't blame that though. To be fair, like it was my own choice to have a crappy diet.
You know, you're never going to really get on Oprah if you keep taking responsibility for your actions like that. I don't know, man.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll be sitting here in 5 years' time, and I'll be.
Oh, dude, we won't be sitting here in 5 years'
sorry.
time.
Well,
We'll be sitting somewhere, but it's not going to be here.
and I'll be the size of this chair.
I think maybe a bigger chair.
I look forward to it.
Well, me too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So are you going back to Blighty then? Is that where you're living now?
I'm going off. I'm staying mainly there, and a bit in time in New York. And at the moment I'm on just one of these press tours. So here, and then I go to Mexico tomorrow. Which I've never been to Mexico before.
Well, I've been to Tijuana, but that
Okay.
doesn't
Is that
really.
not Mexico?
Yeah, it's Mexico, but I imagine most Mexicans would consider it a very specific part of Mexico, and there are other parts that they would perhaps want you to see too.
Okay, I'm going to Mexico City.
Mexico City, I've heard, is very beautiful.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm excited to go.
Yeah. Are you going to be walking around
I expect so at times.
dressed as Spider-Man?
Yeah, I think that's the thing about Comic-Con. Or like the other night I can do that is Halloween, when like in New York, when everyone's just in masks and you're not. It's nice to just wear a mask and be able to go out and like interact without being a famous person kind of getting in the way and changing how people.
Does that happen to you a lot? Do you get hassled a great deal with
It's not, but I'm not even talking about like people coming up to it. It's just like you can't meet someone without it somehow changing the situation, or you never know what it would be. It's a different thing.
Yeah,
so
but
it's quite nice.
But it's
to,
been
like,
your life, your whole life,
definitely.
so
And
it's not.
You sort of grow up with it, and I think in many ways it's easier starting young because you kind of adjust to it
I would
gradually.
imagine, yeah. I mean,
And especially if it's like in a good environment like Potter was, and I'm lucky I've got good parents.
yeah, and I mean, you seem cool. I got a lot of people here who are very famous. They're not cool. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, there is a shocking amount of it. But I maintain that those people were that way before they got famous.
Yeah, I think that's
Like,
true. I think that
because I've also met really famous people who are lovely.
Yes,
and great,
also true,
and so it is. You're just.
it's
you're
just
a word
that,
yeah.
yeah, it's just that like if your plumbers are douche, you don't really tell tell anybody.
Right, yeah.
You know, it's like,
exactly.
guess who I met who's a douche? The plumber.
Yeah.
People are like,
no, I don't care about your plumber, really.
Yeah.
But no, it's more, I don't know. Oh, what next?
Well, commercials, actually,
okay,
yeah.
cool.
And then more talking about our fabulous lives.
Yeah, pretty great. Pretty great.
We'll be right back, everybody.
Hi. Nothing.
Back to show business conversation, Daniel.
So.
So I hear you bought a house.
No, no. But a good try.
I was just doing that show, but you know, the talk show thing. So you bought a house, hey? Oh!
Yeah, try another one out. I'll see what I...
All right, what about, so you've just been on vacation?
Yeah, why not? I had a weekend off. Yeah.
Oh, really? Where did you go for the weekend?
I was here. I went here, and now I'm still here.
You like LA?
I don't know it really. It's very spread out.
No one really does.
It's
very spread out.
It's very hard to, you know, sort of get anywhere. And there is never anybody walking around, which I know is the thing everyone says about LA, and you all live here, so it's very boring.
None of these people live here.
No?
No.
No, all right.
No, they all live
Lost
in
them in.
some world inside their head.
Yeah, no, so I...
Hey, have you ever been down to the Hogwarts at Disneyland?
I have, actually.
It's
yeah.
awesome, isn't
It's
it?
really good.
I know!
Apart, like, it's 100% accurate, apart from, like, the snow in the 90-degree heat.
Yeah, that's
other than
bad.
that, it's fantastic.
Because I was
There's
working...
like, I find watching the hologram of myself quite frightening. Because
Yeah.
I do appear there in hologram form, and several of my...
The hustle and grind, I carve my path. Each step forward, in aftermath. Dreams pulsate within, fueling my fire. With determination ablaze, I never tire. Day by day, I chase the gleam. In the labyrinth of life, I craft my scheme. I'll nurture my aspirations, let them thrive. In the symphony of ambition, I'll strive. Rise up and showcase your might. Show 'em what ain't funny, say us take flight. We'll scale the peaks, reach the zenith's height. Together we'll ascend, never falter, never slight. In the face of adversity, we stand tall. With grit and valor, we heed the call. No setback too great, no hurdle too steep. We're the architects of our destiny, the dreamers who leap. So let's rise, let's soar, let's defy the limits imposed. Reach for the sky, with unity as our strength and courage as our guide. We'll conquer the horizon, side by side.
Friends have been and told me they're a bit creeped out by it, but it is...
I have a hologram of you in my house.
Do you? See,
Does that excite you?
I would have thought I would have had to been consulted somewhere along the line. To
Oh,
get
I
that
think
to
you were consulted somewhere. Yeah, it'll be
One of those things I
something
agreed
you
to one day.
signed at some point.
Was that one of the things I signed just now? About
No problem.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you agreed to appear in the show. What did they pay you? Like $400 or
I don't
something?
know. I didn't look.
I think it is.
Is
actually,
it? That's great. Thanks,
$400,
man.
yeah. So
Cheers, dude.
get yourself something pretty.
Goes towards the boat.
Yeah, it goes towards the boat. Have you got a boat?
No, I don't have a boat. I don't have a
Well,
car.
You don't have a car?
No, I don't drive. Like, I don't.
Hold on. I'm sure there's a perfectly good explanation.
I live in New York, and no one. Well, when I live in New York, no one really drives.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Well, you're 25, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't sit my driver's test till I was 27.
Right, that gives me a lot of hope because I do want to do it. I had to drive a car in this film I did called Horns, and there was this great moment that could like only happen in the film industry, where the scene was I had to drive up and get out the car and walk over to this parked police car, and I had a snake around my neck the whole time, like a 6-foot like python, and I drive. You'll understand when you see.
Oh, okay.
And so the guy who handled the snakes normally couldn't be in the back of the car, and so one of our props.
Oh, he was unavailable?
No, he actually had a wooden leg.
I see.
So he couldn't get in the back of the car. Sorry. So that's why. So
Yeah.
I've got you into the story now.
Yeah, I'm in. Yeah.
And then the Corey who was in there in the back with me, like holding the python, worked in props, and I felt like I should tell him that I didn't have a driver's license before I drove him in this car. So before we started, I was like, Corey, I'm really sorry, man. Just so you know, like, I don't have a license. I don't really know how to drive. Like, I've taken a couple of lessons, but I'm sure we'll be all right. Like, it's all right. And he said, it's fine. I've never handled snakes before. Which is just, like, a lovely... It's one of those situations that can only be allowed to happen when money's being thrown at it. You know, it's kind of great.
It's an excellent story.
Good, thank you. It involves a snake and you know, and...
All the best stories do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Daniel, we're out of time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
No?
No.
No, time just keeps going.
No matter what you do.
No matter what I do.
No matter what anybody does. Daniel Radcliffe, everybody, we're right back.